Hey everybody, Tim here to do a review on the Sev 6 MMPR Power Rangers Fliphead Automorphing figures. Now I don't know if a review of these has been posted in a pretty long time. I haven't really been searching or looking online for reviews on these figures. I don't really know for sure. If somebody could tell me if they're doing reviews on these figures, if they can let me know if there was a video made on these figures, because I'm really just not 100% sure of that. I don't know. Specifically, if there was let me get Trini moved up a little bit here. But let me get to the figures. So the figures themselves, there's a lot of issues with these. They're good figures, but the first issue that I have is the female figures, the Kimberly and Trini. They're too bulky. And it does detract from the rest of the figure, and that's why the Series 3 Heroes Rangers were better, because at least with these figures, they made them more proportionate, but with these are disproportionate. The guy figures, they're actually pretty cool. I mean, those are good, but again, I just feel like, for some reason also, the heads just seem like really like disproportionate. Like, it doesn't even look anything like Billy. I mean, it's just kind of weird. Like, I just find this whole set kind of strange. I don't know what it is about them. I'm not really sure. I mean, I know that a lot of us grew up with these. I mean, we played with these as kids. I mean, these are from the 90s. I'm in my early 30s, so I mean, I played with these figures when I was young, and I have them again. I decided to go ahead and purchase the whole set again, and I have Series 2 in the packaging, which doesn't include the green. The green was in Series 1, and the Series 1 green is far more rare than the regular 95 all-morphing green, so unfortunately it's probably going to take me time to find a Series 1 Green Ranger, and I don't know how long it's going to take me. I'm not really sure. I don't really plan on buying it anytime soon because it's pretty expensive, and I'm not going to really spend an arm and a leg on a figure that I already kind of have and is just in the Heroes package. But I mean, I won't get to that. Let me just do one figure at a time. So the thing about Zach, Jason, Trini is midway through season 1, they left, and they were replaced with Rocky, Aisha, and Adam. Those figures are very rare. Those figures are worth about $100 to $200 at least. Even loose, they go for more money as well. And Tommy was the White Ranger in that series. So they switched pretty much everything except for Kimberly and Billy. And Kimberly and Billy were the two figures that always were. There's never going to be a time where there's no Kimberly or Billy underneath. But always check, especially these three, always check them if they're in lots, because they could be one of the rare ones. And if you hit one of the rare ones you got for a good price, you scored gold. Because the Adam, Rocky, Aisha figures, much like the Series 3 collectible figures series, they're going to be really rare. And they're going to be really hard to come by. And the White Ranger is also hard to come by. But I found, especially lately, that the White Ranger is a lot more common in a lot of ways than Rocky, Aisha, Adam are. And I'm not really sure why that is. And there's a White Ranger on eBay right now for an exorbitant price. And the guy's not going to sell it. I know that. And he's just crazy. But let me get to the figures. Let me just do them one at a time. This is Jason. And I'm going to morph all of them as soon as I'm done. So Jason. Gonna put him up down here. We have Billy. He's got a little wear on his thing here. We got Zach right here. We have Tommy. And Tommy, I do have the back of his shield. Actually, it's funny. I got it at a flea market by itself, and there was not even a Green Ranger figure there. I just got this. I happened to get the back of the shield on its own. And now I just have to get the front of the shield. Once I get that, I'll be able to display it, so that's pretty good. I just don't have the full shield at the moment, so I can't really do much with this figure at the moment except just leave it like this. Then we have Kimberly, the Pink Ranger. Then finally, the one I got today, we have Trini, the Yellow Ranger. Now let me bring them all back in the fray here, now that I've morphed them. And I'm going to explain pricing points on these figures. Now, for prices, these don't really go for that much. These go for, in the packaging, I mean, they made the Legacy line, so that's part of the reason I think they've gone down over the years. So I think you can even get these loose for like $1. I've seen these go for like $1 or $2 loose. Like $1. No kidding around. These are on for $1 loose. Up to maybe about $20. It depends on the condition. And new, you're going to get them for around $10 to maybe $30, $40. Yeah, it depends on the condition. Like ones that are scratched up or ones that are like scuffed and in bad condition, they're gonna obviously be it's gonna be a lot harder to get those for cheaper than it will be to get them loose, like the ones I have now. It's gonna be just much more difficult to deal with that and to do that. It's gonna be a lot harder, pretty much. But overall, I mean, I would say I would give these figures maybe like a 6 out of 10. I mean, there are a lot of gripes with these figures. I'm not really too crazy about them. I really do wish that they made the girl figures more proportionate, and they did not, and that was a really big gripe with these figures that I have. And also, I just feel like, again, they just look weird in a lot of ways. They don't look like their counterparts for their series, and it just it kind of detracts from the playability of these models. I mean, and if you look here, Kimberly too has some scratches on her visor right there. So she's I think she's in the worst condition of the ones I have, and at least I do have a Kimberly. I mean, the Kimberly is known to be very hard to find in this set in particular, so at least I do have a Kimberly. That's pretty good. I mean, in sort of manageable condition. I mean, a lot of these you find broken, you find these smashed, damaged, flattened. I mean, they're all different kinds of mess, because a lot of kids have played with them. A lot of kids have just destroyed them and mutilated them to all heck, and you usually end up finding them in really bad condition. But this set's actually in really good shape. It's in pretty good shape, and if you look at these figures, they're not really in all that bad a condition. There's no real complaints as far as condition goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the series of the set of 6 Automorphing MMPR Power Ranger figures. I hope you guys enjoyed my videos, and I will be doing a review on the Black Kaka Ranger flip head. And I just cannot believe that after searching for so long, finally it came up. It took so long, and I'm just happy I at least got one to add to the collection. We'll see if I can get a second one later this week. But I appreciate the video, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.